We're back at 6:44 on this Wednesday morning, and some of those drives you can just do on autopilot, but for others you have to hold on to that wheel tight and hold your breath and say your prayers.
Yeah, one Macon woman says this interstate on-ramp does exactly that. Naomi Washington is here with this week's Driving Me Crazy. Naomi, where is the problem?
Good morning. We're talking about the entrance ramp on Coliseum Drive onto Interstate 16 West. The area is under construction as a part of the major I-16, I-75 interstate project. The state says there's enough signs to help drivers adjust to the merge I'm about to talk about, but the woman I spoke to would beg to differ.
I'm Wendy Palace. I live in Macon, Georgia, and the I-16 West on-ramp at Coliseum Drive is driving me crazy.
After a long day, Paulus says this is the last drive she wants to make, but working in downtown Macon, she doesn't have a choice. How often do you use the ramp area? 20
plus years, daily. Sometimes multiple times a day, but only once if I can help it.
The I-16, I-75 interchange improvement project has changed how drivers move through this area, and not always with much warning. Before I met up with Wendy, I thought the intersection is what she had an issue with, but she says it's what happens when you get on this I-16 West ramp that drives her crazy. Once you commit to the ramp, there's no turning back. Traffic from the above path merges in at the same time as cars coming up from this lower ramp, leaving drivers just seconds to adjust.
The 16 West on-ramp is dangerous, in my opinion. When you go to get on down here, traffic from 16, of course, is merging at the same time, and it's almost as if nobody pays attention.
Paulus says drivers on the upper ramp need more advance warning so they know new traffic is about to enter the highway.
I was almost sideswiped by a big rig one time. So, yeah.
What's that like?
Scary, terrifying.
She says that close call stays with her every time she takes this ramp.
The State Department of Transportation spokesperson says this area where cars have to merge onto the interstate complies with the approved design plans. The agency says warning signs are in place for drivers on the interstate and yield signs are posted for vehicles entering from the ramp. Now at this time they say they don't plan to add any additional signs or do any changes. They say drivers should slow down, stay alert, and avoid distractions in these construction zones.
All right, thank you, Naomi. That whole interchange is just terrifying in that particular location in particular. Now, I don't know about y'all if y'all are just sick of that construction like I am, but it is here to stay for a little while. GDOT says it's going to be under construction until 2030. Now, of course, we want to get information and answers for you about those roads and intersections in the area that drive you crazy.
You can go ahead and send us what road you want us to visit next. Once you do, we'll reach out to you and officials to learn a little bit more. So go ahead and send us what's driving you crazy to our email at news@13wmaz.com.